From the gritty streets of crime-ridden cities to sprawling landscapes full of chaos and intrigue, open-world crime games let you live on the edge. Today we're diving into 10 open-world crime games absolutely worth playing. Mafia Definitive Edition is more than just a remake, it's a love letter to fans of cinematic storytelling and classic crime dramas. This reimagining of the 2002 original captures the essence of the Roaring '30s, complete with the grit, glamour, and danger of organized crime. You play as Tommy Angelo, a humble cab driver who, through a twist of fate, gets entangled with the Salieri crime family. One of the standout elements of Mafia is its story. This is not your typical rise-to-power crime tale. Instead, it's a deeply personal narrative about loyalty, betrayal, and the cost of living a life of crime. Each mission feels like a carefully crafted scene from a Hollywood movie, whether you're carrying out a hit, evading the police in a high-speed chase, or surviving a tense standoff in a warehouse. Every moment is filled with cinematic flair. The world of Lost Heaven is a character in itself. Inspired by 1930s America, it's a meticulously recreated city with period-accurate architecture, vehicles, and even radio broadcasts that immerse you in the era. Driving through the streets feels authentic with a focus on realism over arcade-style action. You'll need to obey traffic laws or risk attracting the attention of the local constabulary. Combat in Mafia Definitive Edition has also been modernized with fluid cover mechanics and intense gunfights. But what truly elevates the game is its emotional depth. Tommy is not a ruthless killer, he's a man caught in circumstances beyond his control, and you'll feel the weight of his decisions as the story unfolds. Whether you're a fan of the original or a newcomer to the series, Mafia Definitive Edition is a must-play for anyone who loves crime stories, stunning visuals, and unforgettable characters. It's a game that doesn't just tell a story, it pulls you into it. Grand Theft Auto V is not just a game, it's a cultural phenomenon. Even a decade after its release, it remains one of the most played, most talked about games in the world. And for good reason. Rockstar Games created a masterpiece that redefined open-world gaming, blending gripping storytelling with unparalleled freedom. The game revolves around three protagonists: Michael, a retired bank robber living in luxury but craving excitement; Franklin, a young hustler trying to escape the gang life; and Trevor, a volatile wildcard who thrives on chaos. Their intertwining stories create a narrative that's as explosive as it is emotional, with moments of dark humor, betrayal, and high-stakes action. Los Santos, the sprawling city where the game takes place, is a marvel of open-world design. It feels alive with its vibrant neighborhoods, bustling traffic, and dynamic NPCs. Whether you're exploring the glittering streets of Vinewood, flying over the desert, or diving into the ocean depths, the level of detail is staggering. But it's the gameplay variety that makes GTA V truly shine. One moment you're planning an elaborate heist, deciding which crew members to hire and how to approach the job. The next you're getting into a random street race or simply messing around with the game's physics for fun. There are endless activities: skydiving, golfing, stock trading, or just causing mayhem. Even the smallest details like switching between characters to find Trevor waking up drunk in the middle of nowhere add layers of immersion and humor. Combine this with the game's online component, GTA Online, and you've got a title that offers hundreds of hours of entertainment. Simply put, GTA V is a masterpiece that continues to set the bar for open-world games. If you haven't played it yet, you're missing out on one of gaming's greatest achievements.
Bullshit.
Hello, I want to report a disturbance.
It's insured. Don't be a dick.
Christ! Please no! Oh my God!
No way!
The Godfather II is an experience that lets you step into the shoes of a rising mob boss in one of the most iconic crime franchises of all time. Loosely based on the legendary movie, the game expands on the narrative, offering a blend of strategic empire-building and gritty third-person action. You play as Dominic, a lieutenant in the Corleone family who's tasked with establishing his own crime empire across 3 major cities. What sets this game apart is its unique strategic layer. Using the Don's View, a map-based system, you can plan your operations, assign guards to protect your businesses, and orchestrate attacks on rival families. It's a dynamic system that makes you feel like a true mob boss. The the gameplay strikes a perfect balance between action and strategy. You'll participate in brutal mob hits, take over enemy territories, and recruit allies to strengthen your crew. Each member of your gang has unique skills, demolition experts, safecrackers, and medics, that add depth to the gameplay. But the game doesn't just stop at action, it captures the glamour and danger of the mob life, from luxurious penthouses to high-stakes negotiations. The setting of Cuba during the revolution is particularly memorable, adding political intrigue to the mix. While it might not reach the cinematic heights of the movies, The Godfather II stands out as one of the best crime games for its unique blend of storytelling, strategy, and action. If you've ever wanted to build your own criminal empire, this is the game for you.
Or the hard way. You want me to stomp your face? Huh? I'll do it. I got no problems with it. Oh, your poor fucking head.
Don't squeeze too hard, Dom. Hey, watch your step. Floor's slippery.
No one throws me around.
Open the goddamn door before I put a boot up your ass.
Back off, man. You ain't getting through.
Fight.
Sleeping Dogs is an underrated gem that takes the open-world crime formula and gives it a fresh twist. Set in the bustling, vibrant streets of Hong Kong, the game puts you in the role of Wei Shen, an undercover cop tasked with infiltrating the Sun On Yi triad. What follows is a gripping tale of loyalty, betrayal, and the blurred lines between law and crime. One of the game's standout features is its combat system. Unlike most open-world crime games, Sleeping Dogs focuses on hand-to-hand combat, drawing inspiration from martial arts films. The fighting mechanics are fluid and brutal, allowing you to string together combos, counterattacks, and use environmental objects to take down enemies in creative ways. The city of Hong Kong is a character in itself. From crowded night markets to luxurious skyscrapers, the attention to detail is breathtaking. The game captures the chaos and culture of the city, immersing you in its sights and sounds. Whether you're racing through the streets on a motorbike, battling gangsters in a back alley, or enjoying a karaoke session, the world feels alive. The narrative is another highlight. Wei Shen is a compelling protagonist, torn between his duty as a cop and his loyalty to the triad members who have come to trust him. The story explores themes of identity, morality, and the price of going undercover, making it one of the most emotionally engaging crime games out there. If you're looking for a game that blends intense action, a rich story, and a stunning open-world setting, Sleeping Dogs is an absolute must-play. Noire is unlike any other crime game because instead of playing as a criminal, you step into the polished shoes of Cole Phelps, a detective working his way through the LAPD ranks in post-World War II Los Angeles. This unique perspective combined with the game's noir aesthetic makes it a standout in the genre. The game's core mechanics revolve around solving crimes. You'll investigate crime scenes, searching for clues and piecing together evidence to build your case. But the real innovation lies in the interrogation sequences. Using groundbreaking facial animation technology, suspects react to your questions with subtle expressions, allowing you to judge whether they're telling the truth, lying, or hiding something. The open world of 1947 Los Angeles is meticulously recreated, complete with period-accurate cars, fashion, and architecture. Driving through the city at night with jazz playing softly in the background feels like stepping into a classic noir film. But LA Noire isn't just about the glitz and glamour of solving crimes. It delves into darker themes, from police corruption to post-war trauma. Phelps himself is a complex character grappling with his own demons as he tries to do the right thing in a morally gray world. While the game's pacing is slower compared to other crime games, its emphasis on storytelling and atmosphere makes it a deeply rewarding experience. If you're a fan of detective stories, classic noir, or simply great games, LA Noire is a title that deserves your attention.
There's no way out of here. I thought you said you knew where you were going.
We have to jump for it.
LAPD, you're making a big mistake.
Come on, it's this way.
If you've ever wanted to feel like a one-man army with no limits, Just Cause 3 delivers on every front. Set in Medici, a breathtaking Mediterranean island chain, the game's world is as massive as it is destructible. You step into the boots of Rico Rodriguez, a freedom fighter tasked with overthrowing a brutal dictator. But don't expect a typical story-driven game. This is about chaos and creativity. What sets Just Cause 3 apart is its sandbox gameplay. The tools you're given, like the iconic grappling hook, wingsuit, and a seemingly endless supply of explosives, allow you to wreak havoc in the most imaginative ways. Want to tether 2 helicopters together and crash them into an enemy base? Go for it. Feel like attaching rockets to a car and launching it into the ocean? The game lets you do that too. The destruction mechanics are where the game truly shines. You're encouraged to blow up enemy bases, oil rigs, and entire complexes in the most spectacular ways possible. And while the story might not be its strongest suit, the freedom to experiment with destruction and traversal more than makes up for it. And let's not forget the visuals. The game's Mediterranean-inspired world is stunning with crystal-clear waters, rugged mountains, and quaint villages. Flying through the skies with your wingsuit, dodging gunfire, and then landing in the middle of an explosion, it's a pure adrenaline rush. Just Cause 3 isn't just a game, it's a playground for chaos lovers.
Good. Now come meet me at Guardia Alpha. Try using grapple while parachuting. Reel in to pull yourself through air. Like flying.
Cyberpunk 2077 isn't just a game, it's a statement. Despite its rocky launch, it has evolved into one of the most ambitious open-world experiences you'll ever play. The game immerses you in Night City, a sprawling dystopian metropolis where crime, technology, and power intertwine. You play as V, a mercenary trying to make a name for themselves while dealing with the mysterious presence of Johnny Silverhand, played brilliantly by Keanu Reeves. What makes Cyberpunk 2077 stand out is its storytelling. The game isn't afraid to tackle heavy themes like corruption, existentialism, and what it means to be human. The narrative is enhanced by your choices. Every dialogue option, every decision shapes your path, creating a deeply personal experience. But the gameplay is just as rich. You'll customize your character with cybernetic implants, each one unlocking unique abilities. Whether you prefer stealth, brute force, or hacking your way through problems, the game gives you the freedom to play your way. Hacking is particularly satisfying, allowing you to manipulate security cameras, disable enemy weapons, or even make someone's cyberware backfire in spectacular fashion. And then there's Night City itself, a character in its own right. The sheer detail is staggering, from neon-soaked streets filled with NPCs living their lives to massive corporate towers that loom over the city like gods of oppression. Driving through the city at night with electronic beats playing on the radio is an experience that feels almost too real. If you've been hesitant to jump into Cyberpunk 2077, now is the time. The game has been polished, and with expansions like Phantom Liberty, it's packed with even more content. It's not just a game, it's a glimpse into a possible future. Few games embrace chaos and absurdity like Saints Row III. While the series began as a slightly exaggerated take on the open-world crime formula, this third installment throws all subtlety out the window. You're not just running a gang, you're leading a city-wide empire with humor, chaos, and an arsenal of the most ridiculous weapons ever seen. The story is hilariously over the top. You play as the boss of the 3rd Street Saints, a gang that's become so powerful they're practically celebrities. From robbing a bank dressed as yourself to fighting off rival gangs in a city run by a corrupt syndicate, every mission is a spectacle. The writing is self-aware, packed with humor and absurd situations that will have you laughing out loud. What sets this game apart is its sheer variety of gameplay. One moment you're engaging in chaotic shootouts, and the next you're parachuting out of a plane wielding a minigun. The customization options are insane, allowing you to create a character as realistic or ridiculous as you want. And then there are the weapons. A baseball bat, a gun that shoots sharks. Combine that with vehicles like jet bikes, tanks, and customizable cars, and you've got a sandbox that begs you to push it to its limits. If you're looking for a crime game that doesn't take itself seriously, but still delivers a polished, entertaining experience, Saints Row III is the perfect choice.
You on steroids or something? Something sounds about right. Anything else, sunshine?
Watch Dogs takes the concept of crime games to the digital age where hacking is your greatest weapon. Set in a near-future version of Chicago, the game puts you in the shoes of Aiden Pierce, a vigilante hacker seeking revenge after a personal tragedy. The game's standout feature is its hacking mechanics. With just a press of a button, you can control the city's infrastructure, black out entire neighborhoods, manipulate traffic to create car crashes, or spy on enemies through security cameras. It's a unique twist on the open-world crime formula, making every mission feel dynamic and unpredictable. The city itself is meticulously detailed, with bustling streets, pedestrians going about their day, and an atmosphere that feels both grounded and slightly futuristic. Missions can be approached in multiple ways: go in guns blazing, sneak through undetected, or use hacking to disable enemies and create diversions. Beyond the main story, there are countless side activities to dive into. From stopping random crimes to hacking into people's personal lives to uncover their secrets, Watch Dogs encourages you to explore every corner of its world. And while Aiden Pierce's character may be divisive, his grim determination adds weight to the game's darker themes. If you're a fan of crime games and technology, Watch Dogs is a fresh and innovative take on the genre.
Jesus, Aiden, just leave it. It's fine.
It's fine. He thinks he can get inside.
How do you know what he thinks?
You're checking the locks.
Look, I can handle this on my own. We do not need your help.
Nikki, I can find this guy.
Okay, look, Aiden, God, you have not changed at all. We do not need your help. Please stop trying to fix our problems. Every time you try, you just make things worse.
I better go.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
And finally, we have Red Dead Redemption 2, a game that transcends the crime genre and stands as one of the greatest games of all time. Set in the dying days of the Wild West, you play as Arthur Morgan, an outlaw, torn between his loyalty to the Van der Linde gang and his desire to do what's right. The world of RDR2 is nothing short of breathtaking. From snow-covered mountains to sun-drenched plains, every location feels alive and teeming with detail. NPCs react to your actions in ways that feel organic, whether it's tipping their hat to you or running for their lives if you pull a gun. The gameplay is equally rich. Whether you're robbing trains, hunting wildlife, or playing poker in a saloon, there's always something to do. The story missions are cinematic masterpieces, but the true magic lies in the random encounters, helping strangers, getting ambushed by rival gangs, or simply watching the sunset by a campfire. But what truly sets RDR2 apart is its emotional depth. Arthur Morgan is a complex character, and his journey is one of redemption, sacrifice, and reflection. The relationships he builds with the gang, the choices he makes, and the way the story unfolds make this more than a game. It's an experience you'll never forget. If you haven't played Red Dead Redemption 2 yet, do yourself a favor and dive into this masterpiece. It's not just an open-world crime game, it's a world you'll want to live in.
If you ain't gonna be civilized about this.
So there you have it, 10 open-world crime games that absolutely deserve your attention. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more gaming content. Thanks for watching.